This is DoYouBuzz.com. It's a free resume builder. This is going to be really useful for our patrons that come in and have lots of questions about building resumes that can't necessarily be answered just by plugging it into a Word template. For patrons that already have a LinkedIn account or a professionally optimized social media account, there are ways to simply import that information and have DoYouBuzz create a custom resume for them. However, the vast majority of our patrons are going to be starting from scratch, and it has several different options for that. DoYouBuzz has a pretty slick interface, and it's mostly designed to create online resumes. However, it's also capable of creating pretty stylish paper resumes, which is mostly what our users are going to be interested in. And to initially create a profile, it's a lot like building a social media profile. You add your information much the same way as you would to Facebook or LinkedIn. And for the purposes of an online resume, they do offer it in a completely flexible format so that it can be viewed on a desktop or on a mobile device or as a paper version, so that for free you're getting access to a whole lot of different resume options. There is a huge variety of layout options both for the website type resume and for the paper resumes, which can be downloaded as PDFs so that our users can have a unique looking customized resume, not just a cookie cutter one associated with some of the word processor documents. And for the purposes of use with an online resume, and the resume can be optimized for search engines just to make a user more searchable if they're job hunting. And here is a full view of the resume templates that are available to the free. Of course, there are going to be more options available for the premium account, but this is a wide variety for our users. And these are all of the online options, very eye-catching, very trendy. But it's the paper resumes that are going to be the main focus of what we're going to drive our users towards, since most of them are looking to create a simple paper resume that will make them look the most presentable for the job market. And as you can see, they're very attractive options for the paper resume templates too. All of these can be downloaded as PDFs using the information that you put into your DoYouBuzz profile. To get started on DoYouBuzz, all you really need to have is your name and an email account, and you'll of course want to also have the information that you're wanting to input. But as far as creating the account, you don't have to enter any sort of credit card information or extensive mobile device information to get started. From there, you'll go through the process of creating an account with a password and a title for your resume. This one's just simply the name and the desired occupation. This is what the main screen for creating your web page email or your paper email is going to look like. The input goes through much the same as any template would: experience, skills, education, contact information. You can also add your current status, keywords to make you more searchable online, a blurb about yourself, which won't be included in the paper copy but is useful for an online resume, photos, which will be included on most of the paper resume templates, and of course the resume title. In addition, you can add a photo, video, audio, a whole presentation, or a Word PDF. These can be useful depending on which position you're applying to. It's a good way to store your cover letters and your resumes together all in one place. After that information's been input into your profile, you can go through and find a design for your resume that works for you. These are the web page options. The print options are here. It, of course, depends on whether you have a premium or basic account, but all of that information will be put into a design for you. You don't have to go in and mess with the formatting yourself. So that is the biggest bonus for people who are new to building resumes. And finally, there's also the option to go in and start job hunting right on DoYouBuzz. Job hunting through this website, of course, has the bonus of having your resume directly linked to where the job application process is occurring, so you're a lot more likely to get specified results. With DoYouBuzz, we're mostly going to be trying to direct our patrons to a website that for sure can get them start to finish printing a resume without incurring any sort of fees or subscription plans. Of course, there is a push for the premium option, but it's very possible to print a resume without doing all of that. So the main goal is to redirect our patrons to DoYouBuzz if they have questions about resume builders.